Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
On play action, now Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Ingram. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that block.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here we go. Black 80!
On second down, Ingram. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now 1 in the first quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 11. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
He's going to fire, and that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A look now at the starters on this 49er defense. Now, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. They're going to look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On second down now, it's Ingram. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally taken down at the 15. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 15. Nothing fancy there, a little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut, as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
The dump off good for 8 there on first down.
Here we go.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a second down and 2 coming up. On second down, it's Ingram, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal. Run with Ingram. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, everybody in the house had to figure that was going to be a 1-yard plunge. I know I was fooled. How about you?
Absolutely. I had to readjust my eyes when it was a play fake. Good job defensively, though, to not bite.
Too bad that didn't end the series. They still have to hold in there.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for them.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On the counter, Ingram. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
Here we go.
It's our time. It's our time.
Brings up third and
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. This is Ingram on first and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll run here with Ingram. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. The Saints to their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Phillip Lindsay in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they take a knee.
Here we go.
So we've reached, well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Kamara able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about
now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 30.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches,
he's trying to
that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
He put himself on order. I don't know why.
On second and a yard. Garoppolo looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On first down, Ingram. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs.
I'm about to make a new trick. I'm about to make a new rule.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to
if you win the Super Bowl, if you made it to
his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe
divisional
every now and then is understandable.
You can't get into the top 10 for picks.
Come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay,
no, I didn't.
on that one. We'll come
Why
back
you said
to
that?
Another carry.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks,
it makes no sense.
No one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because
Stewart
not a piece of cake
is winning the Super Bowl and getting in the top 5 of draft picks. Lou do, I know I'm saying Lou do it too.
Comes the New Orleans offense.
So it's like we gotta limit that.
Any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start?
That's honestly
just throw that out the window.
how people getting they running out of money is because they keep drafting these top 10 players, but not realizing the top 10 players come with the big contract. Their contract is more.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Yep.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
He'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And some space here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo, incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
You know,
First down, San Francisco.
I might pick the 49ers.
14 yards. He continues to have a
Instead
big
of
night
the
under the
Giants,
lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
I like the colors. Big market.
Here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Exactly.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got it.
He woke.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7.
Like
Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, you missed it last night, bro. We got a dude.
From the gun, Garoppolo. This one complete to Ingram. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long.
Bro, if I didn't use it to him, they would have let him have a touchdown.
On second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I hate how man just let your player just stay there.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. This is Ingram. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
No, I
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Nick.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll look to throw here on first down. His throw incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a third and about 13.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 25 yards that time. Kamara trying the right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. They run it again with Kamara. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets them up first and goal.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the 49ers now are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now Kamara. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. So with a lead at 5, the book definitely says go for 2 here to try to get it to a 7-point differential. Lindsey going to try and run it in. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge and fire out.
So Jimmy Garoppolo and the offense down by 6, a minute 6 to play. A pass there over the middle to start things out. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain. All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got one timeout left, want to save it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
50's the mine. 50's the mine. You're trapped. You're trapped.
Now Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. They come up on a 1st and goal in most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. This is caught. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So for New Orleans, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, the loss drops them back so far. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Well, how you be on any time and then still in the party at the same time? I need answers. So how this nigga be on anytime TV and be in the party at the same time? Okay, sit down. I heard you, bro. It's 9:37. What you want? I know that. You can go. Bro, people are nasty, bro. Hey, bro. Bro, hilarious. And look at Discord real quick, bro. Go look at Discord real quick. He using that leg switch. Oh shit. That's good. Eagles so fucking trash. Is Peachy? Is Peachy staying on auto? For how long? So I guess we're not playing our game. Okay. Sound like you spitting. Yep, I knew it.